Started recording.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
Proud of you. Do you have a phone with you for when Hallie?
No. She's just going to have to pray.
Why don't I just put it over on that chair?
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, we're definitely doing this live stream. Oh, Emily passed by my wink. Definitely not pre-recording this. Definitely didn't have the normal mic thing we have break, meaning that we are running desperately late before Hallie comes with a computer that could die at any second. So,
Kyle, why don't you plug it in?
Because there's no spot to plug it in, Emily.
So that thing doesn't work?
No, the camera doesn't work with it.
Well, did you plug it in the
power
slot again?
I did plug it in the power slot again.
Oh, God.
What?
This is so complicated.
It's fine. We're just gonna speed run this game that I just looked up. Emily has already chosen their side. I just
folded it.
Okay. All right, so we were playing Star-Crossed by Alex Roberts, a game we got many years ago and always said we wanted to play, and just never did, so now we're doing it on stream. And definitely not anything pre-recorded. So, this is a game of Star-Crossed lovers, one that I definitely know how to play super well.
I didn't even read the rules, so...
Yeah, well, that's why I got this e-pad here.
I need a man to explain it to me.
So, we are playing Star-Crossed Lovers. So, the order in which we do things is... It's interesting that we do it this way, but... Essentially, the first thing we have to do before even deciding our characters is we have to decide what brought them together and what's keeping them apart, and then we'll go into more detail.
Okay.
So, I don't know. A Jenga block and gravity. What were you going to say?
I just remembered the start of our...
I knew you were going to make
a very problematic stream.
I don't even know what parts you're talking about that would be an issue.
What was in our way?
Okay, I wasn't sure if you're talking about the trauma or talking about...
I mean, also the trauma.
I mean, the reason asexuality was in the way was because of the trauma. Because Emily once said to me... I am pretty sure one day I'm going to have to be physically intimate, but said it in a very defeated way, like it was the end of the world because you had trauma. Anyways, let's not do that. I'm just looking around now, desperately trying to find. We have one person in the upside down gravity world and one person in the regular No, we're not going to do that.
I have tattoos.
What if we did cars? What if we had a car from the big city who has a race he's got to get to? I'm not doing cars.
I mean, live your dreams, Kyle. If you want to be Lightning McQueen.
Okay. Hear me out, though.
McQueen.
What if they are brought together, though, because one of them's on the run?
That's fun.
There we go. So one of them's on the run, and what's keeping them apart?
One of them's on the run.
One of them's on the run. Yeah, because I don't want to make one of our characters a cop, but yeah, just one.
Bounty hunters are kind of scummy too.
Yeah, but that's a fun scummy. In if we go with the fictional bounty hunters, not real life bounty hunters way. I do like someone on the run and a bounty hunter, actually.
Can I be a really bad bounty hunter?
Yes.
Or did you want to be the bounty hunter?
No, you can be a really bad bounty hunter. Okay,
this is my 15th case, and I'm gonna get him this time.
Anyways, so we have some other things. Speak from the heart, introduce the X card. Basically, if we don't like something, we can X it out. Also, again, as a warning, if this cuts off partway through, that's because the computer died.
Is it low battery?
It's at like 30.
What? Are you serious?
I am.
Kyle! That is not gonna last very
we gotta do our best. Well, let's speed through making our characters, huh?
Okay.
All right, so this game features a lead and a follow. A lead is able to intentionally reveal their feelings, intentionally act. The follow does it all on accident. Who do we want to be the lead, and who do we want to be the follow? The lead introduces the scene, the follow ends the scene.
Okay. So this is not just based on what is easier for me, but I do feel like maybe it would be a little weird if the bounty hunter was like making moves on. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's a weird dynamic.
All right, that's fair.
I don't love that.
That's fair. The one big thing, though, in that case, I will be relying on you to end the scene.
Oh no.
Just think of Hallie. Hallie waiting for us at the airport, crying.
Don't say that.
That's what.
Now I'm stressed. More stressed.
Okay. So now we have to make our characters. So the first question is, who am I? I'm going to go with the first, and you don't have to like come up with a name, but I want to come up with the first name I can think of, which is Johnny Law.
On the run.
Yeah.
From the law. Well,
Johnny Law, you understand, was a defense attorney working for the innocent, but unfortunately am I just going to steal a Phoenix Wright case? Yeah, I am. In an attempt to help one of his clients, he accidentally got put on trial himself for murder by the murderer, which does happen in the second Phoenix Wright case. I guess a spoiler. So I'm going to say Johnny Law is defense attorney who accidentally, we'll say a killer or someone is got him on the run. Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay, who's your bounty hunter? Who's chasing Johnny Law?
Greg.
Greg.
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of weird. It just popped into my head because I met someone named Greg last night.
Greg Crime.
Greg Crime.
Johnny Law and Greg Crime. I love Greg Crime.
2 M's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Greg Crime.
Greg Crime. That's how you say it.
It sounds like great crime.
I'm great at crime.
You're great at crime. Except you do bounties, so you grab criminals.
I mean, technically, bounty hunters.
Okay, all right, that's fair. All right, what is my most attractive feature?
Do you have pretty eyes or a cute birthmark?
Oh, it doesn't. Shut up.
Cute
It doesn't.
curly hair.
It doesn't have to be appearance. It can be something like, pursuit.
Oh, like so you're funny and smart and sweet. And it makes you uncomfortable and I compliment you genuinely.
I was gonna say perfect nose, and it always changes shape to be perfect, but I'm gonna write law. Justice. He cares about doing the right thing, even when it puts him in danger. What about Greg Crim?
Crime! You pronounce it crime.
Is Greg Crim really cute when you call him cute? Is Greg Crim very kind? Does Greg Crim have fish that he takes care of every day?
Oh my gosh. Yes. He has a fish in his car. That's where he lives.
He lives in his car with the fish.
Yeah, he would miss the fish.
Does the fish get is the whole passenger seat like a fish?
Like a nice tank?
Yeah, a tank
it's not
built
like
into
a
the
fish.
car. I like
just
to.
there.
For some reason, I'm just assuming now we're in a kind of sci-fi setting, so you
Loves his fishy.
and the fish is like a really tiny fish that gets half the car, right?
Obviously.
Okay, is the fishy's name Fishy?
It can be. We could. Oh. His name is Knobweed.
Cool. Cool.
I have a mug of rude plants, and I named one of my actual fish after that.
I'm gonna check and see how the battery is doing. In the meantime, tell me 2 things about me that I don't realize are attractive. And we out of character. We before the stream said we were gonna be genuine about each other. So now you can't do it while people can see my face, except they can because it's covering. All right, we're at 27%. We only did 40%.
Okay. And we're like 2% through creating our characters.
We're 40%. What are 2 things about me that I don't realize are attractive? No.
I think you don't realize just how well you connect with people. See? And you do have an adorable nose.
Nose. For you, I mentioned it a lot, but all of your expressions, like the little you did there, and your smile, and even the way you're moving there, so very expressive. And then, I'm gonna do a cheat.
Greg Crimmes' copious assets.
Yeah, I was gonna say your butt. Because I like saying you have a cute butt, and then you say butts aren't cute.
Butts aren't cute. They are not cute. There's no such thing as a cute butt.
Greg Crime has a nice ass.
Okay, well, nice ass.
I was gonna say something like how kind you are, but this is funnier.
I have expressive, nice ass. He has a very expressive ass.
You can talk with it.
No, we're not going that far.
Okay, so why can't I act on my feelings? The trial. Why is that important to me? I gotta verify why that's important to me. Yeah. I think Johnny Law, he's just really worried about his case. With
I don't want to talk about it.
He needs to.
This sweater is so nice.
He needs to protect his. He needs. For anyone who might be listening or didn't see, Emily definitely spilled. Is it coffee, Emily?
Yes, all down my nice. Anytime I barely ever wear white clothing.
I don't know if you heard that, but it's Emily barely wears white, and it's all over it. Anyways. Johnny Law cares about the trial. He can't act about it on his feelings because he's got to get back to the trial. And it's important to him because justice. Because Johnny Law cares about justice. He needs to get back to to Vic and Tim, the two toddlers who are on trial for murder. You know, I realize if the camera cuts out, we can just treat it like the end of The Sopranos, where someone just came out of nowhere and fucking shot us.
That's dark.
Anyways, that's why Vic and Tim are the toddlers on trial for murder.
That is lovely wordplay.
Yeah, it's definitely not something I've stolen from many people who have made the exact same joke. But yeah, I gotta get back to the trial. It's not even that I'm on the run. That's not even why I can't reciprocate my feelings. It's I have to find the exclusive piece of evidence that is going to get the... Anyways, why can't you act on your feelings, Emily? Sorry, Greg.
Poor sweater.
This is great. I'm not editing. I was going to edit this. I'm not editing any of this.
The last time I dumped coffee all down my front, I was in front of a bunch of children doing an art workshop.
There might be a child watching. And probably a couple of people drawing.
It was really funny. And then I choked a little bit, and it was bad.
That's why Greg can't act on his feelings.
Greg is not good at things.
Yeah.
Not good at things.
So it's not the fact that you're trying to get Johnny Law. It's just that Craig isn't good at things.
Well, here's the thing. He's not good at being a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
So, he's not good at things.
So maybe it's just he's not good at identifying his emotions. Does Greg just not know? Is that why Greg can't act?
No, he's just not good at things.
So he wants to act on his feelings.
Well, part of it is that he's not good at identifying his emotions. He's just also not good at other things.
I don't think that counts, but I'll let it pass.
You have to let me do stuff. My sweater is ruined forever.
Okay, why is it important to you that you're not good at things? Why is not being good at things important enough to him that it keeps him from sharing his emotions? I hope it's all right. I'm assuming him.
Yes. Because that creates a lot of insecurity and a determination to do everything that when he's then not good at it creates disaster.
Okay. So it's basically he's insecure about not being good at things.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
Like me.
We're going to start with him spilling. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to each alternate taking 3 bricks and putting them on top. Now the rules is we can only use one hand. It has to be above the ground. It can't be touching the ground. You can take any brick that is beneath at least 2 completed rows of 3 bricks for this one.
Okay.
And then so you can't move from that.
So am I allowed to cheat and poke around to figure out which ones
I
lose?
think so, but you can
Okay.
only use one hand to remove it, and you can't even alternate. So oh. You can, so we can intentionally knock the tower down. The way the game works is we have 8 rounds, and essentially what we make moves, and these increase our attractiveness scores. And if we knock down the tower, one of us acts on it, and based on how high it is, depends on how good we do. If we make it to the end of the 8th scene and the tower isn't knocked over, we just go our separate ways.
I feel like if the battery gets down to 1%, we should knock it over.
Okay, well, I'm not going to see that, but we should start pulling.
Yeah. Well, you did.
Yes.
So we each do 3.
Yeah, we alternate.
Okay. You said I could feel around.
Mm-hmm. You can feel around everywhere, Greg. Greg Crime.
Greg Crime accidentally bonks you on the head.
This isn't what I meant by smashing Greg Crime. It's really pushing it and getting to the other side that gets me.
I have a tremor. This is not a good game for me.
So we're gonna make it through one scene. Oh God. Oh God. Oh, at the base.
Be bold, Kyle.
Okay, so the way this is going to work essentially is there are 8 potential scenes in the game, each prompted by a short phrase. We take turns alternating what we do. So we have moves, so you can describe your character's movement, a detail in the environment. When one of us does something, the other then does something. Everything I can do is intentional. Everything you can do is unintentional, with one exception per game. And if we talk, we have to hold the tower. And we have to have our hands up. We can't be on the ground. So if you're doing dialogue, it has to be part of a move and you have to be touching the tower.
Okay.
And the game says, pay attention to how you're holding the tower. Is it seductively? Is it firmly? All right. Anyways.
Anxiously.
So we alternate. So we're going to start with scene 1, an introduction. We're on the cyber streets of Morality Way. It's a dark and gritty street where only the scummiest of people are. I get to describe a detail, so I think that might be too many. I'm going to keep going if that's all right, though. Only the scummiest people are. The white collar, the ruling class. It's we're gonna make it like a crime alley, but it's full of dudes in suits. And there's one in I'm gonna say just
commit the most crimes.
Completely brown with mud. A man with a briefcase, always holding a briefcase, and just a really fucking beautiful nose, just like shining, glimmering, running down the streets from someone. So that's my description.
Okay. But you weren't holding the tower.
Well, you only have to do it when you speak as the character.
Oh, I see. So then I can pick...
You can pick any of those. Like, you could unintentionally touch me.
But I have to pull one.
Yeah.
But I feel I have to catch you.
Yeah.
Greg Crime.
He said that so seriously.
Trips over his own feet.
Oh. Why does he trip over his own feet? Just because he's clumsy?
He saw a pigeon and it was actually far enough away that he wouldn't have tripped over it, but he got concerned.
Okay, I love him.
And I already forgot your character's name. Johnny Law.
I'm Johnny Law.
I would like to unintentionally trip Johnny Law.
Do I know that you're chasing me?
No, that's not who's been chasing you.
Okay. Even though you're a bounty hunter.
Yeah. I mean, I was hoping to run into you and like catch you.
Okay.
Just in a cooler way than I did.
Okay. Yeah. And then you get to fill one of your what?
So if I move another piece slightly accidentally, do I just leave it? Or do I push it back?
Probably adjust it. I think either
Like,
works.
I feel like I'm supposed to push it back, but I don't know.
Anyways, you get to fill one of yours.
Okay.
And I'm gonna intentionally touch you, not in like a romantic way.
Yeah.
But kind of, you know, Johnny Law. What does Johnny Law sound like? I'm gonna. Do I want to be husky? I'm trying to figure out the voice.
Well, you're talking as
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm gonna be. He's gonna be a really He's gonna just be a really nice guy who sounds scary as shit. He's just gonna pick you up. He's gonna pat you down. You know, just
pat me down.
No, he's gonna like just, you know, brush things off and be like, "Oh, I'm real sorry there, man. I'm real sorry there, sir. Apologies for getting in your way. No excuse for something like that." And he just pats you down, very, very gently and gracefully and kindly.
That's lovely.
Hi. Make sure everything is pat off.
Hi. So then
Yeah.
Okay, and I decide when we're done with this, and then we do the thing again. Okay.
Yeah.
Great crime. I'm not good at things. That's
Touch
not what
the
he
tower.
said. That's not what he said. And it has to be like, can it be at the top?
I think we should do the side. I think that's
Okay.
more interesting. And then you have to do either describe a detail or your character's movements alongside saying something.
Okay. But I only have to touch it
When
while
you
I'm
speak, yeah.
Okay. Greg Crime will also try to brush himself off, smudging dirt all down his front. Hello, friend. Oh. Please get into my vehicle.
He's gonna look confused, grab the briefcase, say, "Well, I appreciate the generosity, friend, but fortunately, you don't want me in your vehicle. You see, I'm a wanted criminal. Nothing bad, but in the eyes of the law, you should best stay away." And I'm intentionally revealing something about myself. Something personal. Which, this is kind of personal, but...
Yeah. Wanted criminal feels personal.
I'm a wanted criminal. Oh, yeah.
No, I don't like that. Yes, I'm looking for a wanted criminal. And I would like to slap on some handcuffs. Not touching you, because I can't do that again.
Yeah, are you unintentionally revealing something about yourself? I feel like you've just revealed you're a bounty hunter. Yeah, so you gotta pull.
Okay. It's already unsteady.
I see. They're even sneaking in the innocent pretty ones now. This city really has gone to shit. But unfortunately, I must go. And I am going to, Johnny Law's going to try to escape by swinging his briefcase at you and accidentally hitting you. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say he just expertly He pulls away the part of your hand that is holding onto the handcuffs, so he's still cuffed, but now he has the other side. And he is going to tip his cap and say, "Good day to you, fine sir." And he's going to start walking away.
I reach out anxiously, frantically, and accidentally get my wrist on the other cuff. And watch, full of fear, as the key falls into the gutter. And I feel like maybe this is where we should end this.
Yeah, it's tough because I really pay close attention to scene ending, so I didn't want to suggest it, but yeah, no. The scene, we're not...
Like, I wasn't sure if I was supposed to, describe how I successfully got you in my car, so I didn't end it before, but...
Scene 2. The card here says, "A little embarrassment." Do we need to change the setting, or are we still just going to stay here? Actually, no. I will describe where we are. We are at the car.
Mm-hmm.
The door is open, and we're both looking confused because there's a front seat, there's a back seat, but then there's a fish in the other front seat, so you can't really get me in the car.
So do I go?
Yeah, you can unintentionally touch me, unintentionally reveal something personal. You can do one of the intentionals as well, although I think those are meant to be saved. But yeah, just do what you want.
Knobweed rides shotgun. And then I would like to climb into the back seat, tugging Johnny Law along behind me, and then try to clamber over into the front seat, one-handed, flailing.
Nice view of the ass, though.
The scene ends.
All right.
It felt right.
Okay, finding common ground. We are in the car. We're driving somewhere with just a single hand moving. And I'm let's see. I'm gonna say we're on the street and we're in traffic. You went down the wrong highway, and now we're just backed up to traffic. And as we just sit here, Johnny Law's just gonna look around. He has been filing through his briefcases, but he's gonna say, as he's reading his papers, "So, what got you into this line of work? Doesn't really seem your speed."
Before I explain myself, I just want to clarify that I did know where we were going. It's just the on-ramp and off-ramp, the ramp came up quicker than I thought. It is not my speed, no.
Johnny Law's gonna think about that. He's gonna look outside. He's gonna see the chaos, and then he's gonna look at the tranquility of the tank. In my experience, bounty hunters, just like killers, revel in the chaos, but there's an odd bit of tranquility here. Gentleness to it. The fish is lucky. Fish.
They make eye contact in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, and fuck it. I'm gonna gently touch your shoulder as I'm like, tranquility and peace. Yeah, I'm gonna touch your shoulder. It's a soft shoulder. Just really nice. Your clothing is comfortable. Probably because you wear the equivalent of sweats all the time, but it's nice.
Greg winces as his arm is contorted.
I was gonna do it with my left arm. Johnny Law is competent, okay? What are you doing, dog? He's just licking his paws under the table.
Do you like fish? He pets the tank a little bit, accidentally yanking his arm forward.
Can you make that an unintentional touch where you yank it forward and both of our hands cover touch on our hands? You want your hands to touch on the fish tank? Dusty! Stop it.
Come here, Dusty.
I'm going to intentionally reveal something personal, say, I do.
Dusty.
When I was a kid, I loved all sorts of animals. The entire animal kingdom. They just were beautiful and simpler than people. But I think, there's a beauty in that complexity too. Even if it can, I don't know. I'm gonna feel for, there we go. I live in fear of this tower dropping. But also I realize I haven't eaten yet today and it's like 1 p.m.
I mostly just like fish. And the scene ends.
We are speedrunning this game.
Well, we have less battery now, and we have to pick Hallie up from the airport.
Okay, next one. Hard at work. We are now further down, and I'm going to say, have reached an orphanage. And this one is a beautiful, ornate, like glorious on the outside, but that hides something sinister underneath. And Johnny's going to look at it and say, I hate to impose, but I need to stop for a moment.
Like, get out of the car?
Yes. I believe the thing that will prove my client's innocence is in this building, and I know it doesn't serve you in any way. You have no reason, but please, He looks at you in his eyes soulfully through the, we're going to say through the fish tank glass now.
I would like to unintentionally make contact.
Okay.
I am going to attempt to climb back over the, like, I don't know, what do you call it? The, like, in the middle of the two front seats?
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah. I don't know what it's called.
I'm going to try to climb back over.
Yeah.
And, oh no, accidentally fall into your lap.
Okay.
And also whack my head on the door and then fall and squish into the, like, leg room between the seats.
Yeah.
And it's really undignified, but we do touch.
Okay.
Oh, this makes me nervous. This makes me so nervous. Hush! Why are you barking? What are you barking at?
Johnny Law is going to hold you in his arms for a second. He's going to stare into your eyes. His mouth flutters. Just like mine is, just kind of like doesn't. And he feels it doesn't do much. But he as he's holding you, he feels his hands of their own accord almost start to move to caress, and then he stops himself and says, we should get going. And that
you didn't touch it while you talked.
We should get going.
No, I regret that.
Aren't you glad?
Uncomfy.
Oh my god, I gotta be careful or we're gonna just start making out in the back of this car. Just reveal I have a thing for twinks. That's unintentionally touching. So I can do that once per game.
No, what I'm asking is, do we need to go through the orphanage? Like, should I not end the scene?
I mean, we can go to the orphanage. Like, we can count that as a different scene. It's up to you.
Yeah, because I feel like this is a good place to end it.
The orphanage is quiet. It's empty. It's beautiful, absolutely ornate, but no one's home. It really does. And the further in you go, the more the further in you go, the more fake it becomes. You know, kind of like how when you draw something in the distance, you don't really need, like, you need less detail. It's like that, but in 3 dimensions. It is purely artificial. And yeah, we're walking through those handcuffed.
I was going to say, if you don't mind me asking, but I have captured you, he says, attempting to distance himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have to ask, why are we here? And once again, there's a long silence, just full of eye contact. There's footsteps echoing down the hall in tandem.
As I said, 2 kids that I'm representing. Poor little Tim. Poor little Vic. They were put through this place. Officially, anyway. It's important that I find it's important I find that evidence. But don't worry, it won't take long. Cause... And he stops himself before he continues to explain why it won't take long to get through here. And Kyle will try to find...
Oh, Kyle. Oh, Kyle. Oh, no. Oh, Kyle. Why did you do that?
It was the loosest one.
Oh, Kyle.
It was the loosest one.
No.
Anyways, I intentionally revealed something personal. These boys are going to make out in this orphanage.
No. I refuse to let them make out in an orphanage.
A fake orphanage.
They exchange another long look. Greg's inquisitive. And the scene ends. We're not making out in an orphanage, Kyle.
See, but I could set the next scene, which is in the orphanage. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna say we're back at the car. We have a bunch of evidence. This one is a disagreement becomes heated. And I know what the disagreement is going to be. So we're sorting through the paperwork, and I'm just sorting through it. It's about to rain, but hasn't quite yet. And he's just like, I'm thank you again for your kindness. The truth is in here somewhere. I just have to find it. And trusting you, he's going to start flipping through a bunch of papers and throwing them around. And do you check them out of curiosity?
Yeah.
Okay. You look at one and you realize, you don't make out a bunch of these, right? But you see one of the people who started and owned this orphanage. And Johnny Law started this orphanage, this fake orphanage.
Gasp!
I wanted to get to this twist before we started making out, so... But I also want to get there because now disagreement becomes heated.
Johnny. Why do these papers have your name on them? I like how we're more and more hesitantly judging this.
As I said, I was going to get through it faster. Law may be in my name, but I haven't adhered to it. I need to make it right.
That explains literally nothing.
Money, Greg. Money makes the world go round. And I used to think there was nothing more valuable than that. And I met those kids, and I know they didn't commit that crime. I know that orphanage exists entirely to pin murders on toddlers. But I can make it right this time. I can make it simple and clean, like it is for your fish.
Let's go back to the part where you said you made an orphanage to pin murders on toddlers? Let's go back to that part, maybe.
I wish it was only toddlers. Toddlers. Tweens. Teens. Hell, I even pinned one on a set of triplets once. Poor little newborns. They got life in prison.
Oh my God, what is wrong with you?
I don't know. Maybe that's why I went into your car. Even though you were really bad at catching me. Maybe I think I deserve to be caught. Take me away, just. And he hands the evidence to you and intentionally clasps your hands as he puts it into it. This will set those kids free. I need you to do it. I need you to become the law, Greg Crime.
Let's see. Yeah. He grabs your hand back. It's not my job anymore. You're going to fix this.
Oh, that was an intentional touch.
I know.
Yeah, you gotta mark it down and pull it.
I'm afraid, though. Kyle, what have you done to this Jenga tower? What is this? What is this?
I've made it interesting. Hey, Emily, if we want to confess our feelings, it's got to fall in the next two scenes. So I'm assuming that was a scene end?
Yeah, it's a scene end.
All right, so we are at
I forgot to say.
We are at a difficult choice. We're at the courthouse.
How's the battery doing?
Let me check.
Be so careful getting up, Kyle.
It's at 14%.
Okay,
I mean,
we're doing good.
You sped ran these scenes.
I didn't realize they were supposed to go like a long time.
Well, no, I mean this is good. It's like we've done in about an hour what usually takes 2. But no, this is good. All right, so I'm trying to think of what the difficult choice will be. I'm going to before we go in, Craig's gonna look at you and say,
Johnny's
gonna look at you. Now it started raining and say, now that you know my past, I can reveal something else about myself. I started with petty crime. You deserve to know everything. Burglary, theft. I could have picked out of these locks at any time, but I didn't for some reason. So, you can stay in the car, because I can't guarantee what'll happen if you go in with me. The dog is snoring gently. He's going to be so alarmed when this falls.
I'm trying to figure out how to unintentionally do this. A flash of anxiety passes across Greg's face.
Yeah.
When he hears that he could have picked the locks at any time, not because he could escape. Johnny could escape.
Yeah.
Because they would. I can't sit like There's things I want to say, but I don't think I can say them.
That's fine. You just need to tell me whether or not you want me to pick these locks. Yeah, I'm making that in character.
But I can't say it.
I know. That's what makes it tough. You always have the choice to knock down the tower.
Johnny.
Is it going?
I don't know, is it?
I don't. It's up to you. Why not?
That'll be the end. And I don't think I want this to end. Oh, I'm sorry, Dusty. Oh, I'm so sorry. He was snoring so soundly. We're monsters.
So, to make sure I understand, we are embracing and kissing each other passionately in the rain before
Yes.
before going in.
Oh, obviously.
Okay, yeah, and the lead and follow are now gone. It's just like this world really is topsy-turvy, but for once I don't mind. All right, do we want to go to the epilogue?
Yeah.
So you marked down all your points, right?
Yeah.
So how many points do you have total?
So if we don't have a lot of points, do we just break up?
We'll see.
What?
Tell me how many
I
points.
didn't know that when I speed ran it.
Because did you mark every time you unintentionally touched or unintentionally revealed yourself?
Okay, wait. That and now I did.
Okay, how many do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 15. So that's dead center. So 1 to 10 is it wasn't the right time. You revealed too much too soon. What I thought we were at until you added those was passion burns bright but fizzles quickly.
It was, I didn't mark anything in the last part.
Yeah.
Which was why I...
17 to 19 would have been sweet cherished love, but with a bitter certainty of loss. 20 plus is damn the world. From now on, you only need each other. What we are at is an uneasy intimacy.
I mean, it's hard when your boyfriend is in prison.
Is that what? Oh my God. Yes. Yes, I'm in prison. And you visit, but with your fish every time.
Obviously. You would miss knobweed.
You bought a second fish and named it after me.
No, that would be weird.
Okay, that's fair. I'm going to say all the other...
I named it Lawson.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
We press our hands up. Dusty! Hey, Dusty! We can stop now.
This wasn't a fate I deserved. No one deserves being as lucky as being someone with you. Okay, the dog is barking. We're gonna stop. Thank you for joining us on the Star-Crossed stream for Valentine's Day. Definitely was not pre-recorded. Wink, a wink. I am so hungry. That's a moon cactus because Emily talked about it in our wedding vows. Because we're a moon. Yeah.
I love you.
I love you, my bean. Mwah. We just did that in front of the whole internet.
Ew.
All right. Have a good night.
I'm gonna go wash my sweater.